All forms of automobiles will be lined up on the streets of Valley Springs this weekend from noon to 6. Bringing Tyrell and Gary Onstad with more on this year's Automania. So, Bernie, we've talked about this in the past before. Do you feel like this one's bigger than previous years? I feel like you've had some optimism for this year coming up.
Sam, I'll tell you what, the activity and the questions and the phone calls and the entries are coming in like unbelievable. And the car shows that are on, there's lots of times, well, matter of fact, tonight there's 2 of them going on. And the car shows are just coming out of the woodwork. The interest is extreme. Yes, I think it's going to have a lot more cars. Last year we had 550 units, cars and pickups. This year, and at that time, the media estimated the spectators at above 8,000 people. We are thinking and hoping for great weather. If we have that kind of weather, we'll probably have 650 cars and maybe 10,000, and that's 10 times what the number of people that live in Valley Springs. That's where we got it again this year.
Well, I might be miscalculating a bit, but Gary, sounds like you have maybe about 10% of the expected cars that are expected to be there.
Well, yes. Now it's I don't have quite that many, but I do have a small collection of cars. I've collected cars for about 50 years, and every other year, every 2 or 3 years, I would acquire another car and do some restoration work. And when I'd get the project done, I had too much personal fun with it, and I didn't want to part with it, and I'd get another one, so wound up with a small collection of cars, and ranging from a car that's a Maxwell that's 112 years old to some sports cars. And the front cover on the Automania magazine and Motor Mart this last month is a 1933 Franklin, which I've owned for several years. Franklin built cars from 1902 to 34, and every car they built is air-cooled, which is a little different, and they had hydraulic brakes and quite advanced compared to the Ford cars and the other cars. They were a fairly expensive car at the time, but it's an enjoyable car.
And you all certainly enjoy this event. There's a lot of people that do come out for it. Obviously, you all's enthusiasm for the automobiles, that's hard to miss. For people that are also coming out too, it's more than about the cars. There's food, there's drinks, activities, and whatnot.
I have 38 specialty invited cars, and then, that'll be on top of the 500 that show up. We got a lot of registrations coming in already. We have 7 bands. We have 7 food trucks, so there will be a variety of all kinds of different food. And we're going to scatter the food throughout the entire car show, so you won't have to walk very far. Last year, we had a little inadequacy for toilets, but we've got porta potties. The fire department opened up their entire fire department for bathrooms. We also are going to, at 5 minutes to 12, the fire department is going to turn on the sirens, quiet everybody down, get their attention. We march in with the colors. We sing the national anthem. We place our hand over our hearts and salute the veterans. So that's going to be part of our extended part of our show this year.
Well, things will get started at noon, and from what I can see on the 10-day forecast, looks like it'll be a pretty nice day if we can kind of stave off a little bit of that weather that wants to maybe disrupt things.
Count on that with you, Sam. We want you to get us the most beautiful color day for our Automania at Valley Springs. And Larry Olson's also got a collection. He was on the TV last year, and he elected to send me and Gary Onstad because Gary didn't have his cars at our show last year. So it's a big addition. It's the 30s style and more. So we're hoping to have you all come.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and we will be back with the final check of the forecast after this.